Yeah, so, obviously I was super proud of the effort that we gave today, the mentality right from the beginning and obviously right through the end. We talked about in the locker room before the game about how important these games coming down the stretch are for us. And, our season is really in the palm of our hand. And, preached about the level of intensity and the passion we needed to play with. And regardless of who walks in here or who we play, there's going to be some level of intensity they're going to bring as well. And we had to not only match that, but be greater. And I really was very happy to see that level of intensity and that passion. I thought today was all about our defense and how that level of intensity and the rebounding. The rebound has always been our thing, but, if we look over the last couple games, we've kind of hiccuped with that category a little bit. So I felt we've gotten back to that and limited them to one and dones and also limited them to tough shots. And that allowed us the opportunity to get out and get easy offense. So, again, was just super proud of the effort and what we did today.
Walk me through, you guys had a tough weekend in Pennsylvania. Walk me through the preparation that you guys had leading up to this game.
We've been consistently still working on Bryant and all the things that we need to work on to get better. But obviously, when we looked at the schedule, and this is way back in September, we knew that coming down the stretch, it was going to play to our favor. So after, the PA Robert Morris, and, that's a tough trip, and we had to back end that with Mount St. Mary the weekend before that. It was like, guys, listen, here's the reality. Here's where we can be. These are very winnable games down the stretch. That's not to say we don't have to show up and be ready to play. But they're either home or, they're games that are extremely winnable. And so, keeping our eye on the prize and understanding that we dealt with a very tough non-conference schedule. We've had to deal with injuries and continuing to learn and grow. And so to put all that, in the perspective of coming down the stretch here and these games very winnable, where we could finish anywhere from second through fourth, which would be great to earn a home court. We've always considered ourselves an elite team in the league, and being an elite team means 1 through 4. But that's been our mentality.
Sid, this is the first time we've talked to you, in quite some time. Talk to me about your newfound role, coming off the bench as a sixth man as compared to being started at the beginning of the year and last year as well.
Yeah, wherever coach has a spot for me, I'll take it. I want the best for the team. It doesn't matter how many points I get, how many rebounds I get, what my stats are necessarily. Obviously, I want to contribute and help to the team. But yeah, I think Trent's doing an amazing job at the 4. And I think when I go in for Brooke, it gives a little bit of a smaller lineup. But I think we all do great. And every time I change in for Trent or vice versa, So I don't mind it. I think it's really cool.
So speaking of stats, you've got your 1,000th rebound today in this game. First rebound was your 1,000th. Talk to me about how your excitement level on that and, all the hard work that went into that.
Yeah, it's always kind of cool because I'm not that tall. I'm like 5'10" with my shoes on, standing up straight, not that big. But I think it's really cool. My teammates really push me in practice to make sure I'm trying to work hard and try to get those rebounds. I always saw myself as a pretty good rebounder, so I think it's really cool. I'm really happy with myself.
Coach, you've coached 3 now in Division I. They're a 1,000-point, 1,000 rebounder. All pretty much have the same backstory, really hardworking, toughness that you kind of preach. Where does City stack up with the Brianna Rucker and Nana Menses that have done it before her?
Well, I think to get those milestones of 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, first off, you have to be, tough and have to have a level of, tenacity. And obviously, Sid has always had that. And when people have asked me about her, I've always talked about just her toughness and tenacity. But obviously, this year she's had to overcome, some leg issues. And to be able to continue to maintain that level of athleticism and toughness just really speaks to, who she is and her commitment to the program and the sacrifices she's made for us, because obviously this journey has not been easy this year. And it's been amazing and probably one of the toughest mentally and physically that I've had an opportunity to really coach. And, it speaks to her mental toughness and what she's been able to overcome. And really happy to see that she's been able to achieve these milestones, because I'm not sure if other people in her situation would. So in comparison to Nana and all the other players, it's just her toughness and, what she's been able to overcome speaks volumes.